everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Bears. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. On the left side, a catch by White. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's brought down. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Michael Kendricks is an inside linebacker who can roam sideline to sideline and make plays.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, here's Cutler. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Cutler to throw on second down. And this is complete to Zach Miller. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
On second down, Cutler. It's caught by Royal. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Carlos Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in Week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Let's go! On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Here we go now. On second down, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz got a man and he hits him in stride. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Shift together here from the D-line. And the wideout in motion. Wentz now on first down. Ertz over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
For a guy who went to college as a quarterback, Ryan Matthews has turned into quite the power runner if he can only stay healthy. But his numbers would be huge, I think.
His numbers so far, 2 times over 1,000. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Young able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They go screen play to Langford. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Cutler. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
On 1st down, it's Cutler. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. And there's a flag on the play. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Cutler to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Cutler on 3rd and long. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the first-rounder, Leonard Floyd.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Wentz finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Let's go. Patriot. Over. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
To go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Green, 30. Leopard.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run for it with a fullback Young. And he'll get blown up. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
This is taken at the 3. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They'll come out in the pistol. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. 1 receiver right, that's Jeffrey. Cutler now to throw on 3rd down. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Wow. That one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the 1st down.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, Wentz to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
6 yards to go here on second down. Another pistol look here. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
This complete left side to Aguilar. 18 yards there and a first down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. On first and 10, here's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be first down, Eagles. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the red zone now, Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Wentz will try again on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Leopard.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. It's a toss right. Ryan Matthews. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Another pistol look here. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Williams loses the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. From the gun, it's Cutler. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On 2nd down, Cutler muscles him off toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I know throughout his pro career, Ryan Matthews has been injury-riddled. But the best part of his game to me is his ability to break tackles and run with power and physicality.
And a prime example of that right there on that play. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Wentz. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Set. Green 30. Let's go. Green 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Shift together here from the D-line.
Blue landing. Blue landing. Leopard.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dorial Green-Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Cutler to throw on second down. Wilson snags it left side. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. On second down, here's Cutler. This caught by Royal. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They run it again with Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Williams down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Yes, indeed. That was Jay Cutler leading that drive. Chips were down, needed a go-ahead score, and he was really, really impressive on that sequence.
And he was impressive in 2015 in these situations. Tied for most fourth-quarter comebacks in the NFL with 4. Maybe getting another one here.
Yeah, how about the other 2 guys? Derek Carr with the Raiders.
Yep, and Matt Ryan, the Falcons. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now come the Eagles. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6.
Set. Blue line. Over. Hot. Leopard.
Back to throw. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here we go now. Green 39. Leopard, back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watching it.
One final try now for Wentz. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play, win or lose for all teams. Either enjoy the win for 24 or reflect on the loss for 24, then put it aside and move forward.
So for Chicago, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.